What's going on, guys? This is the Cosmic Duelist coming at you with an awesome deck profile today. Primal Origin has hit the stores, and now artifacts are everywhere. Not really, because some of the artifact cards are hard to pull, but they're definitely around. But yeah, I decided to put this deck profile up instead of my artifact deck profile that I was going to do, just because I find this deck to be way more fun to play, and I just want you guys to have as much fun with the game as possible. Now, yes, pure artifacts are probably better, like, there's no doubt about that, but this deck, I like it because you can utilize the fusions and Cyber Dragon Nova. Just the fact that you can, like, bring out a Twin Dragon and that can, like, be game, it's just so good. Cyber End Dragon helps in situations. Like, it's pretty damn good. I'm just gonna get right into the deck list. We got the 1 Cyber Eltonin, 3 Cyber Dragon, 3 Cyber Dragon Dre, and 3 Core. Eltonin is really good when you have to clear a board. It's especially good because it gains 500 for each, and it gains 500 for each banish card you bring him out with. And then when it's special summon, you can send all of the face-up monsters on the field to the graveyard. It sends, so it's like Draco Sack. Oh, I gotta get rid of that Draco Sack. Drop Eltonin. So yeah, like Eltonin's pretty good. A Cyber Dragon just automatically good because you can just special summon it when you control no monsters. So if you go second, you're pretty set if you have a Dre and a Cyber Dragon. Speaking of Dre, Dre's pretty good. If you don't know what Dre does, he basically makes all Cyber Dragons level 5 when he's normal summoned. You cannot special summon any monsters during the turn you activate this effect, except machine-type monsters. So he's basically used to make Nova. And you can target a Cyber Dragon you control, and it cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects if the Dre is banished. So, Dre is pretty good. And then Core allows you to just grab a spell or trap Cyber card. And you can banish it to special summon a Cyber Dragon from your deck if it's in the graveyard. So yeah, the Cyber Core is pretty good. And we play 3 Moral Attack. That we have a very small artifact engine, just because not a lot of the artifacts work in this deck, and you do want to keep like consistency going. You don't want to have like a shit ton of monsters or something like that in your hand. So 3 Moral Attack's good. Basically, when it's popped, when it's in your spell and track zone, you can target a face-up card your opponent controls and destroy it. You also get to special summon it, which is really damn good. The special summoning part is what makes the deck pretty awesome. But yeah, Moral Attack's pretty good. He's 2100 too, so he gets over some things. And then we get the Honest, because, you know, light dot deck. Onto the spells, we have 1 Dark Hole, 1 Book of Moon, 1 Limiter, 1 Instant Fusion, and 1 Artifact Movement. A Dark Hole and Book of Moon are pretty self-explanatory. Limiter removal is just, you know, machine. Let's just make that thing overpowered, even more overpowered than it already is. Instant Fusion we use with Panzer Dragon, and it's a level 5 machine, and its effect is if this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can target a card in the field and destroy it. So, basically, you bring him out when you have a Cyber Dragon, and you can overlay, or an artifact. It just, it allows you to make just an instant rank 5 Xyz, so it's pretty awesome, not gonna lie. And the artifact movement is basically MST. It's just activated MST, and then you can set a Moral Attack from your deck. Fucking awesome. Like, why not? Just why not do that? I only play 1 though, because we do play 3 Moral Attack, so it can sometimes not work, but you still get to pop, so why not? And then we play the 3 MST because you want to get rid of back row. You want to get rid of things that screw your day, like Late Imprisoning Mirror and all that. And we play 2 Forbidden Lance because you want things to survive generally. Like, if you go through effort to make a Cyber Twin Dragon and it gets bottomless, yes, you're gonna want to lance that because, you know, you have things like limiter removal, and losing 800 just makes them 2000. So if your opponent doesn't have anything too big on the board, you can still deal quite a bit of damage. And then 2 Power Bond. I was testing 1 and I found I wasn't drawing it enough, so I am playing 2. Because I feel like 2 Power Bond is pretty good. You get all those Cybers, so Power Bond's pretty awesome. When you can actually like go Power Bond off of 3 Cyber Dragons and then make a Cyber End, that's just the greatest feeling in the world, dropping that thing. Then 2 Cyber Repair Plant. I felt 3's too cloggy, but that's just my opinion, honestly. 3's too cloggy in this build. Yeah, onto the traps. We got 1 Compulse, 1 Bottomless, 1 Torrential. No warning, because You don't want to lose a lot of life points. But yeah, these three are still really good. Compulse is better now, I guess. I used to hate Compulse, but then the format changed, and I've grown to like Compulse again. And Bottomless is really good. Torrential is just good for when your opponent tries to establish a board, and you just flip that card, and it's just like, oh, wow, they're all going to the graveyard. 2 Cybernetic. Cybernetic is so good. I'm just going to read it off. Destroy this card during your 3rd end phase after activation. Once per turn, if Cyber Dragon is on the field, you can banish a light machine from your deck. When this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, special summon as many of your banished light machine monsters as possible, and if you do, destroy all spell attack cards you control. Monsters that were special summoned by this effect cannot activate the effects, and you cannot conduct your battle phase the turn you activate this effect. It is absolutely busted when you have a bunch of banished cybers and moral text set. It is so fantastic. Like it's such a good card. It does get Cloggy at 3, however, so I am playing 2. 2 Theosophy of the Artifacts, or Artifact Sanctum. That is the TCG name. Basically, special summon an artifact monster from your deck. You can only activate 1 Theosophy per turn, and you cannot conduct your battle phase this turn. If this card in your possession is destroyed by your opponent's card, you can target 1 card in the field and destroy it. So it's really good if your opponent goes to Blind MST, like with all the artifacts, and you can special summon it with it. So why not? It's so good. 2 Trap Stun. You might be thinking that's kind of counterproductive, isn't it? Because you're playing so many traps. But the fact of the matter is, Trap Stun is really good because your opponent will try to get rid of so much of your things. Like, you play so many crucial cards that you just want to let things survive. And sometimes, if you don't have Lance, Trap Stun can really help you out. And it doesn't really interfere with, like, a lot of other things. Because you're not going to Trap Stun your own Torrential. Like, come on. And yeah, basically 3 Blackhorn the next card, and it's the final 3 of the main deck. Blackhorn is just so much better than Battle Traps right now, in my personal opinion. Just Blackhorn is so good. Just because your opponent needs a counter track card to stop it. And yes, people are playing wiretaps, but more people are playing Blackhorns, so it kind of balances out. Blackhorn's just a really good card. If they got that Exciton coming out, you got that Blackhorn set, you're good, buddy. Yeah, we got the extra deck now. 1 Cyber End Dragon, because you sometimes need it. It deals piercing, pretty good. Pretty good if your opponent has, like, you know, for example, a Scapegoat. He activates Scapegoat. Next turn, you can make Cyber End Dragon. You can deal 4,000 points of damage if that attack gets through. It's pretty damn good. 1 Cyber Tech, or not Cyber Tech, 1 Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon, because it's good. It's good. It's just so good. 2 Cyber Twin Dragon. Basically, if you don't know what this card does, it can attack twice during the battle phase. It's got 2800 attack. You can limit removal it. Enough said. 1 Panzer Dragon because of the instant fusion. Onto the XCs, we've got the Gaia Charger and the M7. M7's for when you have Pallades, and the Gaia Charger's for when you want to just push really hard. Like, if you use Zen Mayo's effect, and you use it again, or if anything has no materials, you can just go Gaia Dragon. Or if you just want to go Gaia Dragon, because fuck it. 1 Arsenal, because destroying back row is pretty good, but I have to be wary when I use this effect now, because artifacts are so potent right now, that if you destroy 2 artifacts, you're gonna go so minus. It's just so bad. 1 Volcasaurus, it's pretty damn good to deal damage and get rid of things. 1 Pallades, because bouncing is so good. 1 Durandal. For anyone who doesn't know what this does, once per turn during each player's turn, you can activate one of these effects. When a monster effect is activated on the field, or when a normal spell attack card is activated, you can detach 1, and that card's effect becomes destroy 1 spell attack card your opponent controls. Durandal's pretty good. You can make it and have, like, Theosophies and artifacts set, so it's pretty awesome. And the other effect is you can detach 1 XYZ material from this card. Each player shuffles their entire hand of their deck, and then each player draws the same number of cards. So, you've essentially become a mini card destruction. But it's not really card destruction. It's more of like card trader for your entire hand, except you don't really care about having the card trader on the field. Just Artifact Durandal is really good, honestly. 2 Cyber Dragon Nova, because the card is absolutely busted. Like, let's be real here. Being able to bring out these and just having that 2100, I got rid of the Cyber Dragon Nova. I keep right-clicking things. Yeah, Cyber Dragon Nova is just so good. It can gain that 2100, and it can bring out the fusion. It's just pretty good. Being able to special summon a Cyber Dragon is also really good. And then for the really random stuff, 101 and 1 Gotchi, there are moments where you have 2 core, and you do want to overlay, because if you don't, you're gonna have a rough time. And then you have the 101 for when you have double Dre. And usually 101 is the safest thing to go into, because it works like Mace Stroke, where you can detach to avoid destruction, or you can just steal a monster, which is just awesome. But yeah, guys, that is the entire profile. I hope you enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more. I don't know how often I'm going to be posting, as I've said before, but hopefully I'll be posting pretty good amount of videos every week. But yeah, guys, I will catch you guys later. See ya.